Hi. Today's video, I just wanted to share the second part to doing some more work in the bedroom. We've done a lot of work in here, although it doesn't always seem like it. In this closet here, I had so much clothes, it's unreal. So I'm doing part two and getting some more work done in other areas of the bedroom. If you haven't seen the first video, I'll link it up here. You can go ahead and check that one out first, and then I'm going to continue working in here. And then there will probably be a part three, only because there's so much work to do. Even though it's such a small bedroom, there's just so much work to be done. Also, because I don't always have like hours and hours to spend every day decluttering, sometimes I like to do different things. If I'm making dinner, I like to just go through the cabinets really quick and pull out some things here and there. So I'm going to put some clips up of that. And then I'm also going to post some work that I had done in the kitchen. I went through and redid our junk drawer, which was really great to get that cleaned out. And then kind of another junk drawer, but it's all stuff that is necessary. I will go through, and I went through and I also kind of decluttered and reorganized that space. So that's also going to be in this video. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later. So I'm going to give this a second go and go through it again. I ended up adding some of my husband's clothes that were hanging up over there to the closet. So now I just want to go through. I'm going to take all this stuff out and really go through my clothes again. And I also maybe want to put some of the seasonal clothes away, since it's just in the way. It's such a small closet. And I'm going to deal with all of these hangers because that's just stupid. Honestly, watching this back, it reminds me of those clown cars where they just keep piling out of the car and you just don't know when it's going to end. I don't even know how I kept so much stuff in this closet. Obviously, I could never actually find anything, so it wasn't a very effective system. So even after the first time I went through, I thought I got rid of everything that I wanted to, but as you'll see, I ended up finding a lot more stuff to get rid of that I wasn't using, that I didn't need. And it felt really good to be able to get all that stuff out. And then I was able to add some of my husband's stuff in, which he's not ready to go through yet. So at least we just have it in there and got it out of like our view every day. So that felt really good. Obviously, it would be great to have a beautiful walk-in closet, but that's just not realistic right now. We took the smallest bedroom in the house to give the kids more space in their rooms because they have friends over, and we figured that they needed the space more than we did. So for right now, we're just dealing with what we have and trying to make it work. But the reality was I had way too much stuff. And I also was storing a lot of stuff in there that, again, was just unnecessary. As you'll see, I pulled out so many Ziploc bags of like old sheets and pillowcases and just stuff that I don't need. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase a new set of sheets for each of the boys. We already have 2 sets, and I'm just going to keep one extra set for their bedding in their rooms. That way, if I do change it out, I can just have another one to swap right into. I usually just wash them and put them right back on the beds the same day, but I would like to have 1 second set for each of the beds. What I did was I put away some of the winter coats that I had stored in here, and then I was able to put them in the back, and it just gave us a little bit more hanging room. I'm trying to use all the same color hangers to make it look a little bit nicer, but I think I run out of the white ones. All right, so I was able to go through, take all of his long sleeve shirts that are more for winter, and I put those in the closet. So what I did for now was put some of the long sleeve shirts that, you know, he's not going to wear, but he's not ready to go through them right now. So I don't want to, he needs to do that himself. So I just put them in there for now. I still have my work stuff up there. And again, I need to find a solution for this, but for now, it is what it is. Those are just like pajamas that I like to wear. And then this is still what I'm dealing with. So for some reason, I've saved every pillowcase I think I've ever owned, and I've ziplocked them in bags and put them in my closet. And then those are some shoes I have to go through. So I decided to put all my uniforms in the closet. Like I said, I moved all of his clothes over there. And let me just show you really quick what the closet looks like. All my uniforms, they're no longer just sitting in the middle of the room. So there's the closet. And then here is the bag of hangers that I'm going to get rid of. My mother-in-law wants them. I'm going to give them to her. So one of the crazy things I noticed is I've been like wondering, well, what am I going to use some of this stuff for? What am I going to use these bins for? Instead of going, you know what, if I don't have a use for them, I can just get rid of them. And all of these little things are making my space look and feel like way more cluttered than they have to be. Even though I just think, oh, it's a pack of pens or it's, you know, whatever, these eyeglass cleaner. But all of this little stuff is making everything feel cluttered. So I have another place where I keep pens. I'm going to move those to that place. This is old and I don't even know why I was holding on to it. It's empty. It's been sitting here empty forever. I'll get rid of that. Old receipts. Actually, this is something that I have to save because it's for some equipment that can be replaced. So I need to file that. Just all of this little stuff doesn't need to be sitting in here right now. This is expired. There's trash in here. I have another place I can put my eyeglass cleaner. This is something I haven't used in forever. I'll donate that. Old. I clearly love pens. And this is broken, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. So I'm gonna put trash in here and I can just throw it away. This we're gonna throw away. These can go into my car. I'm gonna throw that away. More pens. And then jewelry. I don't wear it anymore. But I have a hard time letting go of it because I feel bad it was given to me, or I think like, well, what if I want to dress up sometime and I need a pair of earrings or whatever. But I just don't wear it. This I'll keep for my glasses. This is an old calculator. I have a new one. I don't need it anymore. More jewelry. And this I'll keep for now. If I find something to use it for, great. If not, I'll donate it. So that clears up that space. I'll just get rid of it. The other day I went through, I'll put a clip in. This is how this area started out. I had all of these extra books and magazines because I didn't have another place for them in the house. So I originally went through and got rid of some stuff. If I'm able to, of going through and kind of getting rid of all the magazines and the books that I no longer wanted to keep. But I've since rethought it, and I think I'm ready to get rid of all of the magazines. This is incredibly difficult for me. I don't know why, but I just have a thing with magazines. These are all the books that I am definitely keeping. But I'm going to go through and get rid of the magazines. Most of them are cooking or baking that I really like to, I think, oh, well, what if I want to make those recipes? But in reality, I just don't have that time right now, and I have a lot of cookbooks and like magazines or whatever that are all just baking, and I have different, baking cookbooks as well that I can refer to, and there's always online that I can refer to, so I don't need to hold on to them anymore. And the other thing I have a hard time with is these ones that I get from my career. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to keep all these forever or what, but I don't know. But all of these, I'm going to keep this one, but the rest I'm going to get rid of. Oh boy. See, I can't even look through them because I'll just want to keep them all. All right. I can't do it. These are all going to go. Maybe I'll keep that one. But these I'm going to get rid of. All of these for right now. So that day, this is actually how I left it, and I just had to figure out a new home and a new system for what I wanted to keep. But every day they were just like tormenting me. So every day I got rid of a couple more and a couple more and a couple more. And the ones that I really wanted to keep, I moved some cookbooks around, got rid of some extra magazines that I didn't want, and I put them into a new place where they're all together. But sometimes I feel like that's what I have to do, is I have to go through things slowly for some things that are really hard for me. So I finally did it. I finally got rid of all the extra magazines, and I found another home for the books. Some of the magazines for the baking that I wanted to keep, I made more space where I keep all of my cookbooks. I got rid of some stuff and I put them right there. So now I have all of my cookbooks and my baking books that I want to keep here. And I was able to clear off the space in the bedroom. Now I'm going to start tackling the junk drawer in the kitchen. This space has been driving me crazy for a long time, and for whatever reason, I just kept trying to fit everything into the container that was in there instead of actually thinking about what was the best idea for that space. So I ended up purchasing these dividers from Amazon. I will link them below, and they really made such a huge difference in this drawer. It's just amazing. I can see everything that I have. Nothing is cluttered. I got I went through and I got rid of a bunch of stuff, and then I just made more room in the drawer so it's all easier to see. These drawer dividers are great because they allow you to make the space to what is going to work for you and for whatever you need them for, as opposed to trying to fit things into like a standard organizer that may not be what you need. So it's been several weeks now since I've done this, and it has stayed exactly the same. It's been amazing. This is one of the examples of just taking a few minutes and going through some of the cabinets randomly and picking out a few items here and there that we no longer use or need. And it just makes it a little bit easier to not have to spend like hours at a time, but instead just taking a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes per day or every few days, and just finding some items randomly that you don't need anymore. This is another example of a day where I had about 20 minutes. I had taken some time to go through. If you've seen my recent basement video, I went through that shelf and cleared out some stuff, and I also went through some of the drawers and cleared out some more of that stuff. So I'm finding that we're really enjoying using the mason jars as our drinking glasses. So I'm just trying to go through and make sure that whatever's in there fits comfortably. And I got rid of some more of the glasses and some more of the coffee cups as well. Also, the more I do this, the more I want all of the countertops cleared off. So I'm trying to make some room in the cabinets so that I could put some things that I have on the counters into those cabinets. It just makes the kitchen feel so much more clean and opened and inviting. And I find every day, like I don't have to spend a ton of time cleaning the kitchen like I used to. It used to take me so long to clean because I just had piles everywhere of random things that never belonged there in the first place. But now that I've decluttered so much, I'm finding that I have a clean kitchen all the time. Obviously, it still gets messy if I'm cooking and stuff, but it doesn't ever take me long to clean it up anymore. I'm trying to figure out ways to clear off the counters even more. I just ordered some new knives, which were much needed. So once those come in, I'm going to actually get rid of all of those other knives that we have. And just trying to figure out how to best clear off the counters. As I was editing this video, I was thinking about all of the things that I actually left in here that was unnecessary. So I went back and I decluttered so much of it, like these little things right here, these little sticky picture frame things. I don't even know what they are. I got rid of those. I got rid of a bunch of other little things that were kept in here. I guess I was keeping them for just in case we needed them, but that's part of the problem. They've been in there for years. We haven't needed them yet, so they went in the trash. Also, I ended up using some of the containers from my bedroom that I wasn't sure if I'd be able to use, and I put those in here and they fit much better and everything looks a lot less cluttered. I know I've said it before, but it's really so important to not only go through things once, but sometimes you have to go through things 2 or 3 times before you actually see the thing that you want to get rid of, or like even realize that you don't need it anymore. Sometimes it just takes a few passes through an area, and that's okay as long as the final result is you're getting it out of your house. If you're not using it, not loving it, and it's not bringing you joy, then you don't need it. If you're getting any value from these videos, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you join me on the rest of the journey. And I would also love to hear what you're doing in your house. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I will link to my decluttering playlist if you want to watch the rest. We are definitely a lot better than where we started, but it's a long process and I'll be happy to be done.